right.
Brandon Johnson, go on your word. You cannot be elected into this office and ignore the people who got you here.
Of course, you drag government student. Right now, we're gonna sue these bosses. We're gonna sue these Democrats.
Been denied that right. This is an example of that. Building being closed when there's high school students all around here who have to travel far to go to school. My daughter travels 15 miles outside of her neighborhood to go to school. How dare the city of Chicago try to take this building, make her walk past a building that they're giving to people they're allowed to come here illegally, and have her go past a half-empty building on the corner that she can't go to.
You voted for it. I just want you to know that. You voted for them to give it to people illegally. You did that. And you're about to support them again with the rest of your rhetoric. I'm sorry, I won't stop this again.
To go to school. And she is a symbol of majority of black children in the city of Chicago that are being denied rights, that are not being seen in this crisis that has been engineered. Again, we're not here saying we're against individual people who cross this border. We're mad at our government for putting them against us.
You voted for it.
That's right.
Because that is what's happening.
That's right.
Plain and simple. The residents of South Shore deserve a high quality high school. We deserve services. Our parks deserve to be open. We have present here people from Taylor Park. Taylor Park is located in the Robert Taylor community. We all know what happened with Robert Taylor, right? Thousands of black Americans were displaced. And the city of Chicago has been threatening these poor families to take away their park. That's not fair. They have football teams. They have the cheerleading teams. Their kids are engaged socially.
Y'all voted for it. Sorry,
Need
I won't
those
stop
services.
again. I won't stop again.
Let's talk about the West Side. Last night, you guys saw the West Side. We were proud of them.
That's right.
If no one can understand, their black family can understand why they turned up in that meeting. Because it is still an injustice. It is an injustice, it's disingenuous, and it's not right for these people to come into our communities when we are suffering now.
You voted for it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to stop it again. I apologize. I'm not going to stop it again. Okay.
Brandon Johnson, go on your word. You cannot be elected into this office and ignore the people who got you here.
Why did you vote for Brandon Johnson if you knew what he stood for? I'm sorry. I'm not going to stop it again. Go ahead. The microphone is yours.
We're not playing with you.
Say that
again. Hold on.
We're here to
It's
say
coming, guys.
we want justice. We want the city to be more transparent. We want you to stop blatantly throwing the migrants anywhere.
Right.
We don't want
Oh, did you hear him? He said, get rid of them damn Democrats. The guy, she don't want to hear that.
tents built in Roseland.
That's right.
We don't want our park programs being taken away.
Send them back.
And we want the city to work with our community in a genuine manner. So today we have, like I said, we have people here who are going to speak from various communities, but we also want to talk about our lawsuit. We're going to first have Frank Avila come up to talk a little bit about the lawsuit, and after him, we're going to have a resident, Jimmy Jones.
Hey, Frank Avila. Hey, Frank. How you doing? You know me, Frank.
I do know you.
All right, then.
Good afternoon. My name's Frank Avila. I'm the attorney for
Hold up.
Natasha
The guy
Dunn,
is about to
one of
come
the
up there,
plaintiffs.
guys.
Dr. Jones is one of the plaintiffs and the South Shore neighbors.
There's a guy that's about to walk up there right in a minute, and y'all gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. Listen, it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it.
The first thing that this lawsuit is about is for South Shore High School to reopen as a high school for this community.
Yes.
And if for some reason that was not possible, which is what they want, not what I want, not what some other community wants, what this community wants is it for it to be reopened for community purposes. When Rahm Emanuel was mayor, 80% of the school closings were in African American areas.
Right.
And although he will argue that it was because of a decrease in African American population, which may be partially true, he did not care about the communities and what happened in them, and the resources were taken out. This community has a food desert, higher in crime than average of other parts of the city. And by the way, somebody came on and attacked me when we were in a press conference last time and said, oh, you're saying the people in back you are criminals. No, that's not what I'm saying. Although some people are criminals who reform their lives, very few, and they said, now we are reformed our lives.
Food deserts are formed. This food deserts are formed by the way that you all are voting. I just want to say that. All right? Because in the way that y'all coddle these individuals that run inside of all of these grocery stores, all of these Walmarts, all of these places, and just loot and take whatever they want to take whenever they want to take it. And these businesses get tired of it and they leave. And then there's no place for them to buy their foods and stuff. Why would they stay there? Why would a business? I wouldn't stay there if I had a business there selling food and stuff, and you just continually coming up in there. And the mayor's talking about you can't blame them because they are disenfranchised. They are oppressed. They are oppressed people. What you expect them to do? And then y'all vote for them? Y'all voted for the Brandon, and now Brandon is talking about nah, they're not criminals. What are you talking about? They're criminals. They are victims. Y'all voted for it.
We are ex-convicts.
Watch this. This guy about to come up
here. But I'm
here.
not saying the people in back of me are criminals. What I'm saying is they recognize that some of them live in higher crime areas. I'm not sure why people cannot understand that nuance, why they can't understand the distinction, and they want to divide people and not have any nuance, any complexity, and simplify the issue. So the first thing, and I'm going to repeat it, is to turn this school back into a school, a high school for this community, so people don't have to travel 15 miles, 5 miles, 10 miles, and they can stay here. And for this building to be for the community, which was promised to them, a commitment, an oral contract, a contract with this community. The second thing is, and this community and these plaintiffs also care about the migrants themselves. And this immigration.
Okay, he's doing too much talking. He's a lawyer trying to get them on the side.
New York City
there you go.
And Chicago. Not just New York City and Chicago.
Right? They get that, right? You know about the tourists? The tourists, what they do to Native Americans? They're doing the same thing again. They're doing the same thing again, bro. They're illegal, right? They're illegal. Right now, Brandon Johnson and the Democrats are criminals.
He said right now, Brandon Johnson and these Democrats are criminals. Listen, guys, listen to what he's saying. And look at their face. Look at that lady that was just now at the microphone. Watch her face.
You're locking up guys from smoking and drugs and trafficking people across the thing. The drag government's doing it. Right now, we're going to sue the bosses. We're going to sue the Democrats as civilians because they're supposed to be agents.
Thank you, Casey.
The people they voted for, the agents.
The people they voted for are idiots. Vote them out. We're gonna sue them.
I'm a sports agent. If I don't have to represent my clients, they fire me. It's time to fire. Don't let the Democrats have that stupid convention here next year. That's it. Enough's enough. All I see.
He said, the guy in the background said, yeah, get rid of the goddamn Democrats.
Right? All I see, right, is the citizens of Chicago marching to the gas chamber ever since these came across the border.
Ever since these came across the border, it's the Democrats that's allowing it. They trying to move him out the way though. They don't want him to keep talking. They trying to look. They not even giving them the same reverence that they would anyone else.
Ever since these Europeans came across the border. Come on with it. Thank you for your point.
You said the guy in the red said, thank you, we appreciate it. Thank you for your point. Okay, you go ahead and move over to the side. We done with you. You go ahead. Thank you for your point. We appreciate you, brother, but we don't need you talking bad about the Democrats. We don't need you talking bad about the voting people out of the office and all that other stuff. We not here for that. We here to band together as Democrats. We don't want to talk about Republicans being the best place to be or none of that. And when he goes in the background, he's still going to be talking his sugar honey iced tea.
Say this. Thank you for that. I want to bring this back because we're saying a lot, right? Okay, but to be clear again, he's right. There's a lot that's happened. A lot of that anger and outrage that you see is warranted, right? I mean, we've been through so much in our communities that when we see stuff like this is traumatic for us. This is traumatic for the people in our community. So we want to have Jay come up real quick, and then we're going to have someone from Woodline speak, and then we're going to ask questions.
All right, so I'm not playing any more of this. All right, so you're right, best auntie ever. I said I was going to get it connected to the night bot. I mean you told me about the night bot before. I definitely need to get it connected to the night bot.